My name is Amy Radonich, and I am an elder with the Finance Committee. When Cynthia Queen first asked me to be an elder, my first reaction was there is no way that I had time to be an elder. I was crafting in my mind the text message that I had been dreading to send that was no to Cynthia, and just telling her all the reasons why I just couldn't possibly do it. And my son came home from the beach saying that he had been somewhat roughed up by a wave and that his back was hurting. Well, by Sunday midday, he could hardly breathe because his back was hurting so badly. So I took him to an urgent care thinking he needed a muscle relaxer or something. And then the true story came out as to what Max had done to his back. Max was jumping the cliffs at Garbage and mistimed a wave, and instead of landing in 4 or 5 feet of water, he landed in about 18 inches of water and landed on his tailbone in the bedrock. So the urgent care said, there's no way we can treat you here. You're going to need to go to Hillcrest to be a trauma patient. So we went to Hillcrest and they admitted us. They could not believe that Max had walked in, and the emergency doctor sat down and said, never in my career have I ever seen anyone walk out of the hospital with an injury like this. And there's absolutely no reason why, Max, you can walk, let alone don't have any neurological damage. And in that moment, I thought, I know why. I know exactly why Max has been protected here, and that's because God has protected him. So as the emergency physician walked out of that emergency room, I said to myself, and I'm saying yes to Cynthia tonight. So when I went home, I texted Cynthia, I'm a yes. And just when I thought that God was going to had provided for me, and now I was going to give back and provide to God, God has blessed me exponentially with my decision to do this, with the protection of my family, as well as showing me where He exists in my life and in this community in places where I hadn't known to look for it before. God is alive in places that you just have to allow yourself to see, and it really blows you away. I encourage you, if you are asked or you feel called to serve, that it is worthwhile. It is not a tremendous drain on your time. The way that it is structured now, it's very flexible. And I just want to stress that of all the things that we all have going on in our life, I really do want to encourage you to say yes, because not only will you be saying yes to the church, yes to God, but you're saying yes to yourself, because you will be rewarded really time and time again.